Jürgen, semi-finalists last season, finalists the season before. What importance do you put on this competition?
Same as every year. So it's the only competition we play tomorrow night. So it's a 100% focus on that game, and yeah, it's a big competition. I don't care how people see it or whatever. As long as we can line up strong lineups, we'll line up strong lineups. That's how it is, and it's a good moment. You know, of course, it's a little bit strange that we play Leicester again at the weekend, but I'm sure both sides will make a few changes. That makes sense for the players and all that stuff, but not, again, and I said this a few times, not to go with a weakened team in this competition, only to bring again in fresh legs and give a few players opportunity to play football and with a clear plan to win the game.
With that in mind then, the likes of Danny Ings, Woodburn, Grujic, Solanke, Flanagan, are they the ones likely to get their opportunities tomorrow night?
Can you tell me the lineup of Leicester?
Sorry?
Can you tell me the lineup of Leicester of tomorrow?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Yeah, so then please. So we will see. Yeah, all good. No, we will see. Yeah.
But you've also mentioned this season that you want 3 goalkeepers who are ready for action. So maybe is this the opportunity to give Danny Ward his chance?
I would love to, but I'm not sure if the world is ready for such a crazy decision. The 3rd goalkeeper in one season without an injury and things like this. So maybe I can't do it. No. Of course, Danny Ward will play tomorrow if nothing happens overnight.
Anything else for me? Just with regard to the cup competitions as well, and obviously 2012 was the last time Liverpool won a trophy, was this competition. Does that bring with it added pressure to your position? And when you look at the way that United and City started in the Premier League as well, and the pace that they're setting, does that add extra pressure to these cup competitions?
No. No, not me. I'm not sure if there is pressure on us because of this. I don't know about things like this. I don't feel pressure. I feel the opportunity. I feel the chance to do something really good. I see the opportunity to win a very, very interesting cup competition. That's all. I don't. How I said, I have pressure. Yes, but it cannot be bigger than the pressure I put on myself. So, and I'm used to that, and so that's what we try to do. I cannot. As I watch the games of United and City because it's interesting to see, but it's not my job to count points in this moment and say, okay, now they have this lead or this. They are obviously in a good shape and moment. Oh, that's how it is, but a season is sometimes like this, and you have to stay. As long as you are really focused, as long as you are ready, as long as your attitude is at 100%, as long as you are greedy, you don't have to look on other teams. Only you play against them, then you have to look at them. All the rest, you have no influence, so ignore it.
Jürgen, you said there about it not being important just yet, how many points teams have got, how far they are away and things like that. At what point do you start to think about the teams who will be in this title race this season?
I'm absolutely not interested in other teams who are in. I think it's not a surprise that City and United are in. At the end, probably it will be like it was a lot of times, that the same names in different positions. So we will see how it is, but it's not my job to think about this, really not. So I can also not say always what everybody want to hear. So if I'm disappointed, if I'm frustrated with something, then I would tell it. But if I'm fine with a lot of things, then I say it also, and that a lot of people don't want to hear. I know that. It's then if I'm happy about performance in a lot of moments, and if I want to build on the good things, it's my decision to do it. So it's not. I cannot change my opinion every day because out there are 500 million different opinions. So I'm not overly happy with our situation, but I know why it is like it is, and so that's my job then to work on this and to change that and to use our chances more often in the games. But first of all, I said a few times, and you know it, you are also long enough in the business, it's all about creating these situations, and then you have to score. I know that, but and we have to avoid goals of the opponent. Actually, we do this most of the time, but sometimes obviously not, and then we put all the finger in this situation and not in 500 other situations. That's football. That's in these times. That's how it is, and you cannot change that. I only can work with the boys, and that's what we do. Actually, we love working together. We enjoy this team and this situation in the moment, but we also know that there's a big responsibility in, because obviously we are strong. That means we need to deliver, and that's what we are working on.
How do you make a team more ruthless when you have a game like that at the weekend? Is it a case of working on certain situations in training? Is it more the mental aspect, or is it just a case of the look changing a little bit?
If you look at the 125 years history of Liverpool, then probably it's, and that's a little bit of the problem, that everybody knows still when it was better. Nobody knows anymore when it was worse. That means obviously everybody feels a little bit of this pressure. It's always when we don't score the first goal, then it's already again like this. And I think you can feel it in the stadium. It's woo, we don't do it, and all that stuff. But you cannot. We have to do it again, to do it again, to do it again, to do it again. And I didn't see, I'm not 100% sure about the word ruthless, but I didn't see a lack of being ruthless. That they wanted, they were in the right positions. And I think it's pretty clear that, for example, Daniel Sturridge, usually in a game like this, with the situations he had, he will score. Should I go now to him and say, Daniel, what was your idea in this game? Because it's about rhythm, feeling, stuff like this, and then the boys will do it. And other chances, Dom Solanke came in and had a fantastic impact. And yes, it was the crossbar. Do I really have to talk to him about crossbar or not crossbar? I'm not sure that makes really sense. But it's the world outside who talks about this. They forget these situations. And the fantastic saves of the goalkeeper, of Pope. The opponent feels like they defended fantastic, and that's then how it is. And we have to take the criticism, the blame, whatever. That's how it is. At the end, it's not allowed for us to be kind of happy or satisfied after a game like this. But we cannot question everything after a game like this, because it's not for this. And so I'm actually quite good in this. Not sure if I'm good enough, but I'm quite good in this. I can see the good things and the bad things, and work on both. And of course, we do finishing we did it already, by the way, and not because we didn't hit a goal so far. We start now increasing this. It's just like it is. Prepare the next game and go for it.
Juliet?
Yes, when you were talking to me about the competition itself, you said it's a good moment, but then you said you're not overly happy with the situation. So what do you mean it's a good moment? What do you mean by that?
Oh, good to see you. You listen.
I try.
Yes, yeah, because we have a lot of players who are actually in good shape, but didn't have the match time so far. For example, Marko Grujic made a big step in his development, but nobody could see it so far because he didn't play, I think. And so it's really good to give him the opportunity. Still a young boy, and stuff like this. So, and there are a few others. For them, it's fantastic opportunity now for Alex to go in, because since he's in, it's pretty difficult to train on different things, because it's game after game after game, but it's a long-term project, so I have no problem with bringing. He also had a wonderful impact when he came on in the last game, so very good for him. So now we have already two off the lineup, no, three with the goalkeeper for tomorrow. Then that's it now. That's it.
Is easy fit?
Oh, yes. Through the back door. Go,
Jürgen, you mentioned the word rhythm there before. In terms of searching for early season rhythm and getting the results that will give you extra confidence. How much will that affect your selection plans for tomorrow?
Oh, we have enough games that the players can gain rhythm step by step. That's not a problem, and it's a situation we have to make changes. We have to rotate. That's 100% clear. We can line up. Okay, but if a player like Sadio is suspended, then probably it's not possible. We can line up all the time the same team. Could have so far, apart from the suspension, and wait until somebody's injured and cannot play anymore, and then another player comes in. So we have to do it because we are convinced about this squad, and so that's why we gave different players opportunity. Yes, and then it's maybe after a few games, it's the next step. What the next step in our development, which we have to reach, that we, without having 90, being in the best shape. But there are different reasons why it's in an early stage of a season, not that easy. But we will come to this point. We will reach that point. I'm 100% sure. So far, it's okay. I only want to say, Daniel had not that many games or minutes, but it was really good. He had 90 minutes. It was physically really strong, always in the dangerous areas. It was all involved in pretty much everything. So that's really good. He made a really good game, and but yes, at the end, if we talk about finishing, it was only example. How can we train this? I don't think that I can give Daniel a lot of tips how he could score more often. He's an outstanding good striker when he's fit. Everybody knows that. So this was only one example.
And your assessment so far of Dominic Solanke since you brought him in, close to a winning goal at the weekend, and when he comes on, if he's coming on the bench, he gives you something a little bit different.
Yeah, it's exciting. Absolutely exciting. I'm really happy to have him around, and a wonderful kid. Well, that's how it is. And yes, he takes the minutes, each minute as an opportunity. That's the benefit of the age. When you are in this age, you didn't play so often Premier League, then each minute it's a Premier League game in the stats. So it's 1 minute, it's 2 minutes, it's 5, it's 20. So he doesn't care too much about this. So you can see he's full of joy and quality, of course. So it was nice to see.
Jürgen, you said about Danny playing tomorrow, so the plans are using to play for him for the League Cup competitions, or just still between him and Boris?
Yes, and then after the game, who's now after the game tomorrow? Who's now number one? That would be a nice question. Yeah, it's the plan.
Okay, Carl. Jürgen.
Hi.
Alex, can you just explain how easy or difficult it's been to getting up to speed with what you want to do since you came in? Because obviously you only have substitution so far. You know how many times.
Yeah, that's. We work really on it. So we sit together with him and the analysts and show him how we want to play him on this position, on that position. So it's work to do, but it's no rush in. So that's how it is. But really good that he's here. But of course, how always it would have been better. And next year it will be like this. If a new player comes in, he's in for the season at least. Maybe not for the pre-season, what would be even better, but for when the season starts. And now we are really in this 3 games a week rhythm, and in the international break, he's with the national team, and so that's not easy. It takes time, that's all, but it takes not. We will not wait for the next 2-3 years. It's all good. How I said already on the weekend, he came on, and in a difficult situation, was pressure in. We wanted, and we tried to do something without giving him too many opportunities. So we took a lot of risk in this game, and he was involved, and he did really well.
Just asking, injury-wise.
Yeah, Chris Johnson, I will come back to you, Mike. Chris, have you got anything?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we might uncover a fourth starting player for tomorrow, but just wondering what John Flanagan's situation at the moment is tomorrow. A chance for him is not really
Yes, we have to see how I make the squad, but of course it would make sense that Flanagan at least is in a squad for tomorrow. But with playing from the beginning, that's now really that didn't have a lot of match time so far, so that we will see what we do. It depends to a few other things. We have a few little things. Dejan obviously didn't play because of the back problem, and now then we have to see how we can line up on the centre half position that depend. Then is Joe then centre half or fullback and stuff like this. So we will see how we can do this. But he is in the mix for tomorrow for sure.
Okay, Glenn, anything from you?
Just on any injury updates.
Both Kleiny and Adam or what? Yeah. Or anybody else? Yeah, Lallana said it should be okay for tomorrow, but we will see. Yesterday, I longer talked to our physiotherapist. I said if we can leave him out again today, then it's pretty likely that he will be ready for tomorrow. It would be good. And Kleiny had yesterday, I think, the third or the fourth run outside. Not highest intensity, but big step. Big step, coped well so far with this. And Adam is close to go outside and run. He's already on the Alto G. And so next step, and give you another update in the next press conference.